Hello everyone, welcome to External Star channel. My name is Marek, as you already know, and today I will be reviewing this Skoda Enyaq 85x. My first experience, 16,000 kilometers on it, so really half a year of driving this EV, and maybe for my friends in the US it will be really something that they have never seen. It's only sold here in Europe, mostly in Europe, right? So it's from Volkswagen Group, but this one is branded as Skoda, as I said, Enyaq EV, and today we will discover all the details how it is. Well, the sun is shining quite strong today, so I'm a little bit sorry that I will maybe not see everything, but I really want to describe this car. Yeah? So the engine is quite powerful, 210 kilowatts, which is almost something like 300 horsepower. It's quite strong. I need to compare it also to the previous cars. Like previously I was driving Skoda, what was it? Enyaq, which was a petrol car, 2.0 petrol engine. But this one is quite fast. Yeah? It's much faster than any petrol car I've had in the past. It's quite powerful, and I must admit I quite like it. Yeah? But we will also discover what is inside. Yeah? So basically now I will show you here the engine compartment, then also the interior, and we will also take it to the test drive. Yeah? So really all my experience, and also a little bit comparing EV to a standard combustion engine car. So this is actually my first experience with an EV. Before I've driven on some BMWs, but this is really awesome. And I ordered this one and I was a little bit skeptical, like, is it really something for me or not? But now after 6 months I can really tell you what it is and if it makes sense, or if I would change something and take the standard combustion engine car back, or if the future is really in EVs. So this is the front look, and look at those nice, perfect front lights or headlights, quite nice. And here it's not perforated. Yeah, for EVs it's just piece of plastic, nothing really interesting. And then we have this nice Skoda logo here. Yeah, look at how shiny it is. And then if you touch there, you can actually open it. It's not always that easy. And there's look at that. Okay. And here, what you also need to do, I will now hold it with my head, but look at that, yeah? So you have this, and then, so basically you put it here, and then it's holding up. There are no like hinges that would be able to independently hold it. You really need to have this additional piece, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. But then what is here, yeah? In this engine bay, you would maybe expect something great, but there is no frunk, so you can't really enjoy having some additional space here, even if there would be. Look at here, all the space, yeah, but it's not used. Then here, yeah, that's for the air conditioning, the fluid. And then here you can actually fill in the fluid for cleaning your windshield. And yeah, that's basically it. There is no other maintenance. Yeah, just be warned that sometimes you can hurt yourself by touching some pieces, and that's basically it. Yeah, so no other things here. It's really that simple as it is. Yeah, so nothing really to expect here. The door handles are quite ordinary, like are on normal cars. They are not folding, unfolding, or popping up like on some more advanced electric cars. Okay, let's just open it and check it here. In this version I have this brown interior, which is very nice, attractive. The leather seats are very good, I must say. Yeah, look at here, it says eco leather, or leaf maybe, yeah, but really soft, gentle. On this specific car, unfortunately, you have only this manual adjustment and there are no buttons, but you can also order something better where you have some electric options, like electric front seats with buttons and memory here. Yeah, of course here you have only the braking pedal and the accelerator, nothing else. Then here you are opening the frunk, where actually you cannot do anything. Then there is some, what is actually, I never used this one, I don't know. can you even open it? Probably, yeah, maybe yes, maybe not. Automatic lights, daylights, yeah, so this is also great. And then here also a lot of leather. Now let's check out, oh, we have some helicopters here. Okay, but let's check out also here the back seats, and you can see that I have two child seats here because of course I have two children, and there is plenty of leg room here. Oh, a little bit dirty, yeah, so they are kicking all the time. You see it here, how they make it dirty, even if I clean it every day. Not every day, but they really make it dirty. Yeah, so this is how it is. Yeah, so here really a lot of room, but in the middle, if there is a third adult person, there is not that much room, I would say. Yeah, so let's use this kind of zoom. It's not that spacious, I would say, for 3 persons or 3 adults. For 2 kids, it's absolutely awesome. And actually, here you can also adjust the headpiece. You can bring it up or down, and I'm sitting in the middle between the 2 child seats. My ass is really squeezed here, but look at that now. Yeah, so this is quite nice. As I said, this leather, this is one of the biggest advantages of this car. Really, really, really nice. And yeah, then this frameless rear view mirror, also quite good. And there's actually nothing missing in this car. I would say, yeah, it's pretty nice. And just a few more things, and I will then take it to the test drive. Closer look at the wheels and the brake calipers and brake disc. Actually, you will probably not see it. It's here. There are no brake discs. Yeah, so unfortunately not. It's only in the front where you can see them. Yeah, so here it's quite new, so not that used. Here the brake caliper and the Skoda logo in the middle. Yeah, quite good. And so these are winter tires, 235/55 R19. Yeah, I would say they are quite expensive now from Dunlop. I don't know exactly the price, but I would say it's not really cheap. Yeah, so I was not really paying for them separately. Okay, now the back of the car, and actually here in the middle there is no logo, only this Skoda sign, Enyaq, and then this 85x, which is the most powerful version. Actually 85, it's with the biggest battery, 82 kilowatts. Now they say 85 because yeah, they somehow adjusted it, but anyway. Now look here in the trunk. Yeah? So quite spacious. I don't have the exact measures. I can only tell you it's a little bit smaller than in Skoda Kodiaq, a bit smaller. Yeah, and there is this yellow charging cable in this cargo space as a standard accessories. Then you have all the different hooks here. You can use it for your shopping bags. And then of course this tunnel, yeah, for your skis or anything long. It's a bit smaller, but you can still use that, yeah, so to squeeze some long objects. And then of course you have this triangle and some other accessories. And as I said, here everywhere you have those hooks. And then also here 12 volts charging. That's quite good. On this specific car we don't have an electric 5th door. I need to do it manually, and it's quite annoying. Yeah? So I always need to pull it here like with this, and then with a lot of power. Yeah? So I do this, but then it's quite like, I don't know, I'm kind of destroying this by doing it all the time. And now it's automatically opened again. Yeah, so not really bad. So alright, so now I will close it and like this, and now show you also a little bit of the exterior here. Yeah, so here we have this, I would say, standard spoiler, but it looks pretty nice, and this antenna which you cannot really remove when you are going to the cleaning house or to not dishwasher, how it's a car washing machine. Yeah, so you don't really need to do anything. Okay, so now closing this door as well, and also showing you some other features of this car. Yeah, so what I already managed to do is here do this little, how to call it, yeah, a little scratch, unfortunately, on a parking place. Somebody maybe did it to me. I'm not sure what happened. We have the parking sensors everywhere, and here we have some air intake here actually, yeah, so but nothing dramatic, and we still have this nice spoiler here, which is quite aggressively looking. Yeah, so here, look at this shape here. This is very pretty aggressive, and I like it. Yeah, so at least something interesting on the front face of this car. Yeah, so this is actually how it looks like. Also from the other side. So maybe tell me also in the comments, what do you think about this specific design of this car? Yeah, it's 2024 design. Now they are going to release a new 2020, maybe 5 or 6. There will be a second generation with a brand new design. Not everything will be new, but maybe a facelift. Yeah, so this car is an SUV, but many people tell me, okay, it's maybe more like a regular car because it's a little bit lower than a regular SUV. Yeah, so when I had this previous Skoda Enyaq, it was maybe like this high, a little bit higher than this one. But what can you say? Yeah? So it's still a very nice car. This piece here, there is no functionality. There's nothing functional about this one. Yeah, it's not an air intake or outtake. No, it's just a decorative thing. And if you have another version like Laurin and Clement, which is the highest version, then you would have a badge here. Yeah, so the only reason to have this space here to put a specific badge. Then those side mirrors, of course, electric, and yeah, look at that, quite big. I like it that they are so huge and big. It's really a nice feature that they are so huge, not like the other cars. All right, so one more time, there is a wiper here. Not every car has it, but it's usually not cleaning the corners. Yeah, they are always dirty here. So here and here, you need to do it manually. It's unfortunately not working very well in the corners. And as I said, this is manual, and then we have also this cover. You just press it here and it's going back, yeah? So easy like it is. Not really huge, but also not really small. It's, I would say, a mid-size SUV or mid-size. In the US it would be a small SUV, but here in Europe we call it mid-size, yeah? Because of course they are even smaller. Now they will introduce L-Rock, which is even shorter and smaller than this one. I like those chrome parts, like here the frames around the windows. Yeah, also here everything is in chrome, quite nice. Some people do that, they put a black foil everywhere. Yeah, so they like this adjustment. I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, I like when there is some chrome here. The good thing is that they have this opening the door is here with a touch of your finger. So if you have your keys in your pocket, then you can just press it here. It will be closed. Like now, you see the side mirrors will be closed as well. And then you open it just by pulling it. Oh, do I now have the keys? Yeah, keys are in my pocket. So I can also do it here. Now it's also in the second row. Look at that, yeah? So now it's opened. The side mirror is unfolded, which is great because on my previous Skoda Enyaq it was only in the front, and now it's also here in the back. So the second row of the passengers, they can also open it without keys in their hands. Yeah, the keys can be in my pocket and still my kids can open the car by just pulling here the door. Yeah, so which is absolutely awesome. So now, is there something that I don't like about this car? The range, of course, the range. Now in winter, only 260 now, or the maximum like 300, but you never go like to 0%. Yeah, you always need to keep some buffer, otherwise you are risking your nervous breakdown, which already happened to me a couple of times. Of course, it's an EV. The risk is you will have a nervous breakdown. So you need to be really balanced in order to have an EV. Otherwise, don't buy it. Yeah. I'm quite working on my mental well-being, so I'm still surviving with this kind of car. It's not for everybody, yeah, to be honest. All right, now if I would recommend this car, yes, it's pretty fast, pretty strong. The quality is pretty high. Yeah, really, I'm surprised. Also, everything is quite heavy, like also the doors. It feels like good materials, I would say definitely. It's also not cheap, yeah. So I will also show you the price here in this video, because I don't have it now, but I will convert it to US dollars and maybe also euro, so you see it now. Yeah? So exactly this specific model, this specific car with this specification, how much it is, so you can compare it to your local EVs and make some sense of how much people pay in Europe for a car like this. Yeah, so definitely more than Tesla in the US, which is probably quite cheaper. Okay, so that's probably it. That's the front of the car, and now let's take it for a test drive, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so before we go to the test drive, I also want to show you here a little bit the instrument cluster, or actually a small display in front of you. It says 65% of battery equals to 210 kilometers expected range. Yeah? You have the maximum speed here, time, your current speed, average consumption since the start of the engine, and also the temperature. And then of course you have the steering wheel with some nice physical buttons here, which is always nice to have physical buttons. Yeah, so I love this aluminum. It looks a little bit fancy. Yeah, if they use good materials. Then this leather heated steering wheel. We have also this cruise control. Also, yeah, very nice adaptive cruise control. And then you have this bigger display here in the middle, which is quite big and with quite many features. Yeah, like you can see here, the car, everything about that. Yeah, it's and so on. You can also connect it wirelessly with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and then you have physical buttons here for driving assistance, then modes of driving, like look at those modes. Yeah, so you have eco, normal, sport, traction, or individual, some parking assistance or whatsoever, door lock, climate control, and maximum heating of the windshield and the rear glass. Yeah, and then the gear shift control, which is reverse, neutral, drive, or B for manual recuperation. Yeah, so you set up the recuperation level with those pedals here behind the wheel. And there is also wireless charging port here. You just place your phone there, it's charging. 2 cup holders, and then there is also more space here for any napkins and so on. Here for a coin, and this electronic brake. Yeah, so hand brake, I would say, but you don't even need to use your hand, only your finger. It should be renamed to a finger brake. And yeah, as I said, it's leather, and the quality, this is amazing. I love it so much. Yeah, so this is amazing. Also here, you feel really comfortable in this car. It's a pleasant driving experience. As I said, the side mirrors quite big. Here, this mirror is without any big frames, and then you have all the assistants here. Yeah, so this SOS call in case of there is an accident. You also have some additional mirrors here. You see this light is immediately turned on or off as you close it or open it. Yeah, so which is also a very nice feature. I hope it also works here. Yeah, so when I open it, this is automatically turned on. Some instructions about the airbag. Yeah, usual. It's everywhere. All right, so now it's time to really go and show you also how this car behaves. It's super heavy and it's sliding a lot. Yeah, so with some passengers and a driver, it's like 2.5 tons. If you are accelerating and turning the car, it's like a big tank and it's sliding. Oh, okay, so now this acceleration, I always need to do that because it's super exciting. You can't really do that in any, or maybe in some sports cars with regular combustion engine you can do it, yeah, but then you have this car, which is a family car, but you are driving it like, wow, that's not even possible. It behaves like a sports car. Yeah, and it's really fascinating every time when I push the gas how fast it can be driving. It's incredible. Okay, so now it's time to go to the highway and also show you a little bit there how fast it can be. We still have 62% of battery, which means Yeah, it's maybe for 30 minutes of driving. I'm kidding, guys. I'm always kidding because with electric cars you need to be careful where you go, where you want to go. Not only today but also tomorrow. Because if you want to go somewhere tomorrow and you are not charging overnight, then you are screwed up. Okay, so now joining the highway, accelerating, pushing the gas to the floor, super fast. So you reach the maximum allowed or maximum legal speed quite instantly, like below 10 seconds. This one is accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in like 6.3 seconds or 6.9, 6 something. Yeah? I don't have the exact number right now, but it's pretty fast. Pretty fast. In the past, it was only the sports cars, like 20 years ago. If you had a sports car, it was below 7 seconds. Now every EV is capable of doing that. Yeah, and maybe I want to show you something interesting. Now look at this car. Yeah, so he wanted to like I can't even explain it. Yeah, so like from 130 to 160, it's also pretty fast. Yeah, so if I want to go really and be somewhere fast, it's not a problem. The maximum speed of this car, it's limited to 180 with this kind of battery. Yeah? So with this 82 kilowatt hours, it's 180, the speed maximum. With the lower battery, with the 60 kilowatt battery, it's only 160. Probably so that at Skoda they were afraid that somebody with a smaller battery would push it to the floor and maybe they will be driving just for 15 minutes and then it would be depleted. It's not that bad, yeah, I'm always joking because honestly, this car from Skoda, it's their best car, yeah. So in the past, I was driving Superb and Kodiaq. Now I have this Enyaq and I must say it's really better. More comfortable, faster, all the equipment. It's the flagship, I would say. Eh? It's no longer this Superb like in the past. I would say this one is really better. If you are a homeowner and you have your solar panels, solar power plant, you can charge at home every day, then this car should be your choice. Why not? It's really perfectly fitting this environment. However, you really need to be thinking a little bit smart, yeah? So charging maybe every day, yes or no? Are you capable of doing that? You need to do more planning. It's like with the phones in the past, yeah? So we had Nokia 3310. It lasted for a month. You can still make calls after a month. It was the same with the combustion engine cars, yeah? So once in a month, you fill the gas and then you are okay. With this car, you need to do it overnight every day, just like with the smartphones. It's really a shift in your mindset, yeah? So really you need to be planning, charging. The problem is, if you go somewhere more distant, like 1,000 kilometers, do you want to charge your phone during this ride every couple of hours? No, you don't want to do that, right? You want to charge only once and then go the whole day and then go to a hotel and that's it. But now with this car, you need to make stops every 3-4 hours. Oh, and the wipers are now, okay, automatically turned on, even if it's not raining, not snowing, and sometimes it's unpredictable. It was just some dirt flying around from the other cars. All right, I wanted to mention that you really need to do some proper planning for the charging and also plan some extra time. Yeah, so usually every 300 to 400 kilometers you would need to make a stop for at least 30-40 minutes to recharge it. This specific car is good because it has preheating for the batteries, so then it's charging a bit faster. And maybe you are asking me, how fast is it charging, Marek? How fast is it? Usually people who have zero idea about electric cars, I say, okay, like you spend 20 to 30 minutes to somehow charge it to 80%. If you know what I'm talking about, and you know that charging slow speeds like 50 kilowatts and less takes a lot, but then you can find really fast charging stations with 300 kilowatts, and this car is actually, I measured the maximum charging in this car was like 162 if I remember correctly. I never overachieved this value. So if it's perfectly heated, perfect weather conditions, yeah, so you are not on 0 or 95% of the battery, then it's charging quite fast. Yeah, there is some kind of curve, of course. It's not charging with the same power the whole time. There is a curve, but yeah, you need 30 minutes. That's it. That's the statement that you need to bring out of this video. 30 minutes charging. Of course, I could show you more technical details, but who cares? Yeah? In reality, you care about your comfort. And here the comfort is a bit reduced by charging every time and any time. Okay, but it's still a great car. I would say there is a trade-off. So either you want to have this super comfortable acceleration, very smooth driving, comfortable car, fast car, but you charge it every day, or you want to have a slower car, old-fashioned combustion engine car, which is not that fast, not that smooth, but you go to the petrol station only once in a month. Now, what would be your choice? For me personally, as a homeowner, I'm not going that far every day. It's still probably a better choice to enjoy this electric car and charge it every day. Yeah, so this is how it is, guys. All right. I didn't have any serious problems with this car other than with the screen, so sometimes it was not really working. Yeah? So it happened to me like twice or 3 times already that the middle screen was somehow frozen, but with the regular updates of the software or firmware, it's now getting better, and yeah, it never happened to me in the last 2 months, which I hope it's now resolved somehow. All right, so guys, thank you for watching today, and see you next time. Bye bye.